that lunar eclipse, right? That was a big one. Sometimes you have to reflect and you gotta go back and you gotta write stuff down. And you have to really ask yourself the questions that you've been avoiding for so many years. And I want to talk about this in this video. So welcome back to your Daily Dose. I'm your host Alize, and this is the Daily Dose where you already know we stay doing the most. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit the bell so you can hear the notifications. If you would like to get any updates on any new videos that I post and put out. Also, definitely give this video a like. I really feel like it's going to be beneficial and helpful for a lot of people. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at alize.mills.1. Once again, that's alize.mills.1. Also follow me on TikTok at legendaryz_87, where I will be posting videos there. I'm going to come up with a time of between the videos that I'm going to be posting up on TikTok, and they're going to be relating to the videos on YouTube. I'm trying to, sort that out. So go ahead, if you'd like to follow me and you want to keep, get any updates, or if you have any questions, you can go ahead and do that. Also, my email is alizemills6@gmail.com. That is my professional email. So if you would like to email me, have any questions, then just email me. But I am not a manifesting coach. Welcome back. So let's talk about the lunar eclipse last night, okay? May 5th. I am not an astrologist. I study astrology, but I don't study it, but I dip and dabble, but I did know last night was a lot of reflecting. I felt so many emotions because I believe that the moon was in Scorpio, and I felt so many different kinds of emotions yesterday. I was reflecting on my past relationships. I even recorded a few things about the people that I have been with, and how I wasn't a good significant other, how those people hurt me, how vice versa. And I was reflecting so much on my past, and then I started to reflect a lot on my childhood. And I told myself, I said, as a child, I never felt heard. I was misunderstood, a burden, abandoned, lost, abused, neglected, bullied, humiliated, lied to. But now I don't have to keep experiencing those things. I don't have to keep holding on to the past. I get to choose what I want to experience. As an adult, it doesn't mean I'm not heard, I'm not loved or cared about. It doesn't mean I don't matter, and it doesn't mean I'm not worthy, because I am. These subconscious beliefs only exist from past experiences. Now, I wrote this down because I was doing a lot of reflecting on the relationships that I have had, and my relationships have been shitty throughout my life. And I noticed that the reason they have been shitty is because of me. It doesn't mean that the other people, what they did, I'm not saying that what they did was not wrong. But because I allowed it, because I decided to continue to seek that validation and chase and chase and chase, I found myself losing who I was. I didn't know who I was, right? I didn't know my worth. I didn't see that I didn't need anyone else to make me whole, to make me feel complete. And so I would jump from relationship to relationship. I would be stuck on one ex, but then I would get into another situationship. And I put myself in so many situationships that it psychologically fucked me up, spiritually broke me, emotionally damaged me, and financially it left me with no money. See, I've always been that type of person to say, yes, I'll do anything for you, or yes, I'll do anything for this person. And I would always say, oh, let me see what I can do for this individual. Let me see what I can bring to the table. And I would always attract these emotionally unavailable people. I would attract people who were narcissistic. I would attract people who were liars. I would attract people who were manipulators. I would attract people who were, abusive. Not just, physically, but mentally and spiritually and emotionally. And I started to look at myself and I said, these are the things that I do to myself. These are the kind of, maybe these are some of the traits that I may have. I have manipulated people with my emotions. I have lied. I've had narcissistic traits. Yes, I do. I'm not physically abusive, but because of the things that I did go through, of being physically abused and of being neglected, these are the things that I find myself going towards. I would always find myself going towards, or chasing after the people who would mistreat me. And the saying goes, if you stay, then that means you like it. Right? And maybe I did. Or maybe that's just all I knew. I didn't know what love was. I didn't understand who I was. I was very young. I'm still young. But those were my teenage years. Even as an adult, just recently. This situation didn't happen too long ago, but with my ex-girlfriend, that really had me thinking about how I treat myself and if I really love myself. Had me questioning what was wrong with me to put myself in this situation. But then at the same time, I had to look at it and I had to say I made mistakes. But that's okay. Those mistakes happen and look at where I am now. Even with friends, right? So it's a matter of really not blaming yourself, but being aware of the things that you have done, the things that people have done to you, and just letting it go. Okay? I have this before I jump into this. I can honestly feel like I do know who I am. Right? It's not a woman who's charming. It's not a woman who's loving, caring, all of those amazing things. And it's just, I am the vessel. I am the heart. I am pure consciousness. I'm just the observer that's observing my reality, that gets to pick and choose the reality that I want, the experience I want to experience. I am the person that I am the spiritual being going through this experience. And it's not something that I need to be so serious about, but rather be able to look at and just say, okay, that's okay. This happened. I admitted to myself I was hurt yesterday. Because when I recorded the video talking about the past relationships that I have been in, the people that have been in my life, the people who left, the people that lied, the people that hurt me, it hurt because I knew that part of me was still hurt. So I had to meditate. I had to visualize myself comforting this beautiful girl, because she didn't know any better. She didn't. Or maybe she knew, but she just still chose to do it. She saw the red flags, but she chose to keep going because that's all she knew. She thought that maybe, just maybe, if I show this person this, then they'll love me. But that's not what love is. Love is pure. Love is easy. Love is honest. Love is patient. Love is you. You are love. And it took me so long to come to this point where I can actually now see that I have to be the doer in my life. Not just the speaker, but the doer, to actually make and complete these actions. But it's not to get anything. It's just for myself. Right? And I was telling self, I said, I'm not happy, nor am I sad, nor am I depressed. I'm neutral. I'm content. I'm at peace. Because I'm in an environment where I can feel that peace, and I know that I can truly elevate. These things that happen in my life made me who I am today. Helped me to get to this level, to get to this point of elevation. These things happened for a reason. It wasn't just to just happen. She had to go through these things. She had to learn. She had to keep stumbling over the same rocks. She made those mistakes. At some point, it was also her choice. She was aware of this, but she still did it. And even though she still did it, I forgive her. I forgive me. I forgive me. I see me. I know me. I feel me. And it's okay to have these these emotions. It doesn't mean that they're a part of me. This the anger, the hate, all of that stuff, I let it go. Because when you hold on to it, you hurt yourself. It's okay to feel that pain. And I want to feel it. Because I want to tell myself that it's okay. It's okay to hurt. It's nothing wrong with hurting. It's nothing wrong with feeling those emotions. To not hide them. To not hide the fears. The fears of thinking that the same thing is going to keep happening. But to be able to see it, acknowledge that it did. But I get to choose the type of relationship I want to experience with myself, with me, to love me, to check in with me, to really know me, accept me. And I know I said this in the last video, but I'm really saying this. Like, this is something I wrote down. I am letting go of my past and people, places, and things that no longer serve me. I am free from heartbreak, pain, sadness, depression, hate, anger, betrayal, and allowing in love, peace, happiness. I choose me. I am choosing Alize. And that feels so fucking good to say. It really does. Because I can actually say that I really mean it. I really mean it this time. I'm choosing me. I'm healing, y'all. I'm healing. You should too.